Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. As some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Torulf's Path. So, last time we got out of the showers with Devon and Rune, and now we're just getting to know everybody around the lunch table. So, without further ado, let's jump right back into it, shall we? I'm Mikko, and I study marine biology with a specialization in cetaceans. I'm a freshman and I moved here from Finland, just like Carvin here. I make music in my free time, and I like anime too. Oh yes, I believe we mostly know each other already. I'm Carvin, and, as Mikko just said, I moved here from Finland. I study cognitive science, and in my free time I dabble in photography, both digital and analog. So, I'm Lake, and like Mikko and Carvin, I moved here from Finland. I'm a freshman too, only I study astrophysics. I'm happy to meet you all. I'm Jorgen, in the second year of astrophysics studies. I like literature, and I don't like noise. Everyone is looking at Devon expectantly. Only after a moment he understands that we're waiting for him to introduce himself too. That's what he gets for sitting with students, I guess. So, I'm Devon. I believe you all know me. I'm a coach at our university, and technically, I'm here to supervise you. I moved here from the US less than a year ago, so I'm still just acclimating here. He is suddenly interrupted by the lady from the reception who came with our dinner. She greets us and starts putting plates of food down on the table. First, there's some soup, pea-colored and creamy, smelling of marjoram and thyme. Then, a few dishes filled with various stuff, mashed potatoes sprinkled with dill, whole-baked carrots, and veggie balls, and a jug of sauce. And finally, she puts down 2 platters full of pankaker, thin Norwegian pancakes topped with some dark blue jam and various fruits. I really believe I freaking butchered however you pronounce that. Oh, are those blueberries? I love blueberries. Just don't eat all of them. There's 8 of us here, Rune. Shush, you know I'm not like that. I think it's Zarastapo, Swedish pea soup. Interesting. We barely have soups this thick. And veggie balls. Looks like we have a Swedish dinner today. Just as if we're eating in a Ukiah restaurant. I've never been to one. Are they good? The food here looks delicious for sure. Well, they're not as good as this place, but for the price, the value is really good. Oh, I used to go there a lot back when I was in high school. I'd grab my books and go there to study, taking advantage of the unlimited coffee refill they have there. You were going to Ukiah? To study? Those are words I never expected to hear from anybody. You're really lucky you have them here. We had maybe 1 in the whole state. Oh, by the way, Carvin, any luck with the key? I gulp loudly, swallowing a huge chunk of carrot and start coughing. I didn't tell most of them about the key yet, and I didn't really intend to. I don't really like to talk about my failures and misfortunes. Oh, no luck there yet, unfortunately. Maybe the janitor will find it eventually, and I keep my eyes open too. Huh. What about your key, Carvin? Did you lose it somewhere? Yeah, after lunch it disappeared somewhere. Why, did you by any chance find a key laying somewhere? No, unfortunately. Did they give you a spare one? No, they asked me to move to another room for today. It's not that bad then. Good, they had some spare rooms. No, they didn't have any. They asked me to move into someone else's room. Oh. And where are you staying? I don't know yet. Everyone goes silent for a moment. If you won't find one, please come to me and we will think of something together, okay? And for now, let's hope that the key will be found before the end of the day. Thank you. I know I have some options, but I don't want to say that out loud yet. The mood quickly brightens and the light-hearted conversations continue as everyone goes back to eating. Lake acts shy at first, overwhelmed by the amount of new people, but warms up to them quickly and amuses everyone with stories from the dormitory, like the one about his roommate boiling sausages in an electric kettle. Bjorn manages to snatch some extra pancakes that Jorgen and Devon didn't want, while Rune ends up eating most of the blueberries despite his earlier words. Mikko stays silent for most of the dinner, but I make some effort to include him in the conversation too. Travis tells us a bit about Japan. Jorgen talks about a gallery in the nearest city that's apparently a must-see, and Devon tells us a bit about how life in the U.S. school. What the hell is wrong with me? And Devon tells us a bit about how life in the U.S. looks, the U.S. school. It's really great to be here with everyone. There is one person missing, though. I look around, searching for Torulf. I finally see him at the table near the entrance. He's sitting with a few others, but it looks like he keeps to himself, eating pancakes in silence. For a moment, I consider waving to him, but he's not looking in my direction anyway. I wonder how he's doing. We're gonna stay, yeah. Maybe I'll get a chance to talk to Torulf. Oof. That was a good meal. Yeah, we were really lucky with this guest house. It still has nothing on Ryokins, though. You would have a hard time trying to find one here. Mikko chuckles softly. He's sitting on the floor, listening to the conversation, while me and Bjorn sit on one bed and Travis on the other. Lake and Jorgen left the cafeteria as soon as they finished eating, as did Rune and Devon. We stayed for a while, talking, before Mikko suggested that we go to his room. Yeah, I know, let me dream. Nothing beats a ryokan, though. You should definitely visit one if you will ever be in Japan. Imagine having an onsen in the same building, sleeping in futons, having Japanese food for dinner. Remember that not many ryokans have an onsen. Also, we have a sauna and a swimming pool here. That's even nicer. I'd rather sleep in the bed than on the floor in a futon, and the food here is pretty good too. You should open up to other cultures too, Travis. Travis seems unconvinced. You're simply saying that because you've never been in one. Okay, you got me there. I didn't travel much. I never even left the country. Really? Never? Why? My parents are the most boring people in the world. They prefer to spend vacations within the country, so we never went anywhere. Aw, that sucks. What about you, Mikko? Do you travel much? A bit. My parents aren't very fond of traveling, but we've had a few trips together. We were mostly visiting Scandinavian countries, though. I've been to Iceland and Denmark, and obviously Norway. Oh, and once we were in Poland, visiting Katowice. Apparently my grandmother was born there. I was little then, and I don't remember much, though. Mostly old buildings and industrial chimneys. I wonder how that country looks now. It seemed sort of desolate back then, but a lot can change in 15 years. Hopefully. I would like to see more of the world. Travel somewhere beyond Europe. You're really lucky to have seen Japan, Travis. I guess I am. By the way, Mikko, could you play us some of your music? Mikko smiles and moves closer to his gear, switching it on. Sure. I have a few tracks I was working on. Mostly ambient stuff, though. Oh, maybe you'll like this one. I tried doing something different than I usually do. I think I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. Mikko presses something on his groove box and the music starts playing. Travis lies down on the bed and closes his eyes, listening. Bjorn does the same, slowly lying back next to me. I close my eyes too, leaning back against the wall. This is nice. You know, I missed that a lot. More than I thought. Sitting with my friends, listening to music together, just chilling. Yeah, I missed that too. Last time I did that was, I don't know, in the beginning of high school? It is nice indeed. It reminds me of all the evenings I spent with Mikko at my home. We used to have a tradition I enjoyed a lot. Every few Saturdays, I would invite Mikko and a few of our mutual friends for a listening party. We would wait for the sunset to enjoy the music in darkness, lie down on my couch together, and then I would play one of our favorite albums. Lower the music a bit. There we go. We usually stayed silent for the whole duration of the album, just enjoying each other's presence. As we stopped spending time together, the tradition died out. Until now, I forgot about it completely. Only now I understand how much I missed others' company. I guess I was a bit lonely since I moved out of Finland, but I filled my days with work and didn't even notice it. Carvin, do you remember our school trip to Turku in middle school? Yeah, we did the same things then, if I remember correctly. Only we were listening to Tangerine Fantasy with a bunch of people we didn't know, all laying in beds on the floor. Next to me, Bjorn shifts on the bed, his fuzzy arm brushing against mine. I'll move next to Mikko. You'll get your own, Bjorn, don't worry. Everything about this situation reminds me of the time we spent together. It's almost like I'm back in middle school. A wave of nostalgia hits me. I get up and walk over to Mikko, who's sitting on the floor and leaning against the wall, and sit down next to him. Carvin? He leans against me, resting his head on my shoulder. Mikko? Just like in the old times, isn't it? It's weird that we're old enough to say old times. God, I hate that that's true. It feels so weird to be in the university already. It's completely surreal, and at the same time, so very real. Now I feel like I miss those times, but I wasn't really the happiest back then, you know. I've had some issues with myself I couldn't deal with until a lot later. It makes me wonder how we'll look back on this period in our lives 10 years from now. Are you happy now, Carvin? Am I? Yes. I think I am. At least here in this room. At this moment. I'm really glad to hear that, Carvin. You know, I feel like I wasn't ever really living, but only waiting for my life to start. I don't want to wait for anything any longer. I want to feel that I'm still alive. Uh-oh, where's this heading towards? Is he gonna try and kiss me? Is Mikko gonna try and kiss me? I wouldn't complain, but this run belongs to Torulf. You'll get your own, Mikko, don't worry. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!